bad just turned to really bad, because that fire, I feel so bad for the people it's affecting, and the islanders and so forth. Just what a nightmare for everybody. So scary.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this is Tiffany Nelson, off of Not Enough Nelsons. If you know, you know, but Tiffany and her husband have, I believe it's about 18 children, or 18 of them in total. I won't lie, I kind of lose count. They have an extremely young audience. They are a family channel, and whenever I cover these guys, honestly, I get so much hate for it from their 8-year-old army, as I like to call it, and it can become this weird internet experiment. Just reading those comment sections, if you just go and look at any of my kind of top rated videos from Not Enough Nelson, you will know, and you'll be able to see just exactly what I mean. Now, Tiffany has been on my radar recently because she's done a slew of videos that I wasn't really digging, I wasn't really appreciating. She shares way too much stuff about her kids. For example, she did this whole, like, my kids have to sleep with sleep apnea machines, and then filmed all of it. Whole entire thing where she was showing her, like, 8-year-old shaving their legs on camera. They even did this tour around one of their kids' new schools. I did in fact see that. That got swiftly deleted. Not only that, but one of their kids actually had to basically be homeschooled for quite a while because they decided to show the inside of their school, and then they did it again. But that video is nowhere to be seen, but you can probably find out all about it if you go read the Reddit thread.
There was some incidents that happened that somebody found out where she was going. They posted some horrible things, unfortunately, and it made us all feel a little bit leery. Like, this is kind of scary that this person knows where she goes to school and is posting not good things. We talked with law enforcement, and that has been put at ease that no longer is a threat.
Anyway, so they're in hot water because this thumbnail, this title, this overall topic of conversation was monetized to make money. Now, obviously, I'm sure, especially over in America, you guys will be extremely aware of what's going on in Hawaii, specifically over in Maui. And there has been fires which have caused mass loss of life. I believe it's over 100 now. As I'm recording this video, there are people unaccounted for. There are homes that have been wrecked. But I'm well aware that it really is an extremely serious topic of conversation, and it's still going on. And there are lives that have been lost. And there is Tiffany over here deciding to, not just one, not just two, but 3 videos in which she mentions before the heartbreak happens. She says this in her title. She then decides to use this thumbnail, which, what does this remind you of? Everyone, I'm going to give you 2 seconds. Who does this remind you of? Who did this? The LaBrant Fam. They did this when there was like a natural wildfire, I think. I'm gonna show you the 2 thumbnails, one after the other. What is going on? How can you let this one slide? Like, how can anyone let this one slide? And the comments are savage. Now, Tiffany starts off this video by basically saying that the video was posted before they knew of the fires. There was just like, they were told there was a hurricane, like a low-level hurricane. And it basically shows them meandering around the hotel, unable to really do anything because of the bad storms, and there's been power outages, yeah?
And just fine. Like, a lot of our stuff is already charged, and there's a charging station downstairs. So we are just gonna go out by the pool and chill until hopefully the power goes on.
So she does explain this at the very beginning, and supposedly there is like some sort of a donation going on. I'm gonna be completely real with you. Had she have just made a little video saying we were there, we might post some footage, we might not, but we really want to be able to help people, help what's going on, because they have a lot of money, okay? They are not a poor family channel. They are bank, like absolute bank. In my own opinion, demonetize that video, or if you're gonna monetize it, every ounce of revenue that gets, you're sending straight out. Because using that bloody thumbnail, what are you thinking? There are people who are trying to find family members. There are people without homes, babies, children, animals. It is a disaster on a very grand scale, okay? And Tiffany coming over here and being like, yes, well, we're gonna do... If you actually, and I'm not saying that she doesn't care, because I'm not being a complete cynical biatch, you know, I'm well aware that there probably is like some caring going on there, obviously. Like, you'd have to be pretty inhumane not to care. But the thing is that she's going around sharing the video that, you know, fair play, it was prior to their knowledge, but they're still deciding to upload it. They're still deciding to upload it, whereby basically Tiffany's going around complaining that there isn't any like hair dryers because of the power outage.
No blow dryer, that's the wet hair. Standing in this doorway, I think he's doing a pretty good job of blow drying my hair.
I think it is too.
We don't need a blow dryer, Elsie, do we? Look, it's actually working. I'm almost dry. How to get your hair blow dried without power? Stand in a windy corridor. And for some volume. I'm getting some volume now.
Now, is this a super cute moment? Is it kind of sweet and funny? Yeah, of course it is, but not in this context. Do you know what I mean? Like, how could you watch everything that's been going on, hear the stories of what's been going on, actually have people reach out to you to tell you what's going on from their own experience, and still upload this like light-hearted video with this kind of overriding topic? This is what I'm trying to get at. I'm not like being mean because she's found a way to blow dry her hair, because let's be real, most of us would probably do that as well, and we would find it quite funny. But not in this context. Not in this context.
They're like, you don't realize what a big deal it is to not be able to text each other. Like, even though we're like in different rooms, we have to actually go to that room to tell somebody something. Even gathering everybody to my room took us a solid 15 to 20 minutes to gather everybody because everyone was all over the hotel.
The problem that I really have is the fact that they saw this and still thought that it would be a good idea to post like right in the middle of this, titling it like that, because you know that you're going to get clicks off of this. You know full well you're going to get clicks. And fair enough, she has set up this like whole suitcase charity shabacle.
So once I got home and my family was safe, I started unpacking my suitcases. And I started thinking, why did I not leave all of these suitcases there with supplies and clothes and shoes for those that had to leave their home so quickly? And, you know, iPads for their toddler who they're having a hard time keeping entertained while they travel. I was just so frustrated with myself that I didn't just think to leave everything there. And then I had the best idea of suitcase supplies, because they're mobile, right? Like, you can hurry and put your stuff in here and go to the next place. And so many of the families are literally carrying whatever they can in a backpack on their back, right? And so this was my idea. I'm so excited about this idea.
I feel like in regards to the whole suitcase thing, it's very admirable that she does want to set up ways in order for people to give. But the problem that I'm having tied into just the content in itself is the fact that there are probably quite a few charities already out there that are going to help, that would actually be a greater, you know, have greater chances of success, because maybe they were already operative. Maybe Hawaii have, you know, ways charities, organizations already put in place for things that will happen. Why doesn't she try and volunteer? There are a plethora of things which would actually probably statistically be a little bit more useful than making videos and just directing an audience to pay out of their own pocket. It's a great thing, but you're still making a lot of money off of this. And it's the thumbnail, like them looking sad and shocked whilst looking out into the flames. I'm like, that is literally what the LaBrant fam did, and they got dragged for that. They got absolutely dragged. But because not enough Nelsons, they have such a young audience, people either don't even bother watching them who are over the age of like 16, maybe a slight exaggeration, but honestly adults and that don't really watch them, so they're not really going to get pulled up on this behavior. But when I tell you, these comments were savage. One person said, out of respect for the people of Maui, take this video down. Your family is alive and well. You were able to go home to all of your belongings. Thousands of people lost loved ones and everything they own. This is beyond tone deaf, lady. Take this video down out of respect. Someone else wrote, I think it was wrong of you to film such a tragedy where people and children are hanging on to their lives and have had their homes ripped out from under them. I'm sure you wouldn't appreciate it if someone did that to you. It's heartbreaking for families who have lost their home. You and your family can go home and upload a video and make money from that. And I think this is the whole crux of it, okay? They can go back home. They're able to get back home, and they've made the conscious decision to, despite listening to what has been going on in the news, they still made that decision to film and upload it. And yes, of course, you want people to be aware of what is going on. You also want to be able to direct people on ways to donate, etc, etc. And she does. To be fair to her, she does, but it's very, very short and sweet. And those thumbnails, this specific thumbnail just tells me that her intentions are off. I just don't understand where this sort of like gracious act of really caring about, you know, humanity, being like a humanitarian and really caring about the people of Hawaii and what's going on, when you can actually go home, look at the footage, look at you guys joking around about there being a power outage, now knowing what is going to happen later, and then make that stupid thumbnail and still post the video and have it monetized. This is how they make money. I don't agree with family channels. If you don't already know, I don't agree with them. This is unfortunately how they make their money. And they just thought that, oh, well, if we just put a little bit at the beginning about how we're going to be able to donate to these people and you guys can do it too. You're just directing people to donate money, which is great. Why don't you donate all of the money that you have made out of those 3 videos, plug in the fact that there is a disaster going on. Why don't you take all that and donate it yourself and actually show us doing it then? Because to be honest with you, it's great saying, oh, you guys could all donate here, when, you know, most of your audience are literal children and would have to go and ask their mum and dad for their credit card. You guys have so much money. Why don't you show, like, put your money where your mouth is? Why don't you just take all the money you would have gotten from these videos and donate it? But instead, they decided to capitalize off of it. And that is exactly what LaBrant Fam did. Exactly. I swear. They had the exact same shenanigans happen and everyone called them out on it. But because Not Enough Nelsons have a very, very, very young audience, even more so than LaBrant Fam, like even more so, which is insane, people are not going to do that. And people in their comment section saying, oh, I hope you guys are okay. I hope you guys are safe. And it's like, they're safe. What about everyone else? They're obviously safe. They managed to get back home, upload videos. We know that they're safe. They were going on about having no power and now all of a sudden they've uploaded like 3 videos back to back. Do you know what I mean? It's just the tone deafness and it really riles me up. It really gets to me and I want to hear what everyone else thinks about this as well, because I'm well aware this has just been me rambling and ranting about things. But seriously, I think if people are going to hold the LaBrant Fam to that same standard, you need to look at what's happening right now, and Not Enough Nelsons have done pretty much the exact same, as in like with the thumbnail and things. I'm not saying that their content is exactly the same, because in all fairness, the LaBrant fans supposedly were like nowhere near the fires. I'm not sure where Tiffany and that were in relation. I know there was a lot of hubbub, but I'm just saying that the circumstances with the monetization off of that kind of thing, eerily similar, and I think they should both be held on par. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I will catch up with you guys in the next video.